Remember when Elon bought Twitter claiming this nonsense?
Wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal. Do we want a humorless society that is simply rife with condemnation?
It's weird. That describes you so thoroughly. After years of accusing the left of trying to cancel comedy, guess what? The right wing is trying to cancel comedian Bill Burr.
If you've been following Bill Burr's descent from edgy and countercultural comedian to full-on regime propagandist, you've probably been wondering when exactly his Howard Stern moment would come.
I didn't think it was possible for any Hollywood celebrity to say anything as dumb as what Bill Burr said in this crazy video that we're going to be checking out here today.
I think you're mismanaging your words.
How does somebody who's, to me, one of the top 10 comedians of all time, where's this shift?
When did Bill Burr become such a shill, purr, right? Purr, because he's such a pussycat. Henpecked into cuckoldry.
Hey, could you do us all a favor and zoom out? Because you have so much face, and it's all the worst. If you listen to right-wing propaganda, you hear them say, like, they're just for freedom of speech. Jokes are just jokes. Why do you get so offended? But the moment Bill Burr tells a joke that hits a little too close to home, bam! They pile on him like he's a 14-year-old girl at whatever party this photo was taken at. And in this scenario, that joke was told on Jimmy Kimmel in the wake of the LA fires. I can't play the video, but I will do impression. I think everybody did a great job, unlike the internet, you know? Oh my God, all these fire experts. Oh, why don't you just fly a helicopter into the ocean and like, I mean, I don't know, because there was 100-knot winds. You want to do that? You want to do that? You lunatic? This was definitely mismanaged. Mismanaged. Like some idiot on the internet knows how to manage the worst fire in LA County history. Sitting there in his underwear. You know what? Looking at the footage on the internet, I have determined that this here was mismanaged. Let's just jump to this guy. This guy's name is Vinny. He's the dumbest piece of I've ever... He's not a piece of I say he's a dumb piece of because he is as dumb as a piece of Like, I don't know how this guy, like, summons the brain power to breathe. Watching him make an argument is like watching those oddly satisfying videos of pimples. He looks angry and red, and it's kind of like satisfying to watch this like pus spring forth from his hole.
First of all, this is from a guy that openly says he doesn't read, and you can obviously see why. Like, first,
no one reads. If people do read, the people on the right call them elitists. Trump doesn't read. The reason people like Trump is because he doesn't read, right? He shoots from the hip. You don't read. You're like the Uber driver who like really wants to talk to me even though I said, please don't talk to me on the app before I got in. And the car just smells so much like Paco Rabanne that I'm like gagging as I'm like, oh, that is crazy. That conspiracy theory. I really don't know what you're talking about. Can you pay more attention to the road?
This dude is completely out of touch. Okay, he also there's another clip, Robbie. I'll just say it. He criticized CNN on the same episode that the healthcare industry, the United Healthcare CEO's assassination, and he supported the accused Luigi Mangione. He goes, "Free Luigi."
He's a comedian. Take a joke, dip. You're saying that Bill Burr's out of touch, but you're taking the side of an insurance company.
Okay, so they did a great job. Let's go over the facts, Bill. 1,200 structures destroyed. 12,000, I'm sorry. 25 lives lost. 40,000 acres burned, and they're still burning, and there's more fires being set as we speak. I saw one last night. They got another guy for starting another fire, and that's a great job. I mean, how much more would have to have been destroyed for you to say it was a failure, okay?
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. You saying they're doing a horrible job. However, you said that the authorities arrested the guy who did it. So I feel like they're doing their job. Also, small point, but like that guy they arrested actually wasn't accused of arson, just so you know. That was you being a dip in his parents' basement, proving Bill Burr's point.
And in 2020 on Rogan, he defended wearing masks. When Rogan questioned the necessity, he responded, "I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you all with no medical degrees, acting like we know what's better than the CDC." Okay, this guy's probably quadruple vax and has taken every vaccine.
Quadruple vax and has taken every vaccine. You realize like what a weird burn that is. That's a burn of someone who is so far up their own online tribal asshole that they think that's fucking gonna get someone. Like what a weird way to attack somebody. Also, I hate when people like read a transcript of something and pretend it wasn't funny in the moment. Like here is Bill Burr and Joe Rogan in that very clip that what Vinny was talking about. And Joe Rogan's even laughing.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay.
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this bullshit. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up better than the CDC.
And that's what good comedians do. They don't needlessly make it political. They don't needlessly make it not political. They see where the funny is and they go after it, as opposed to everyone on the right who is just pretending to do that. Here's Matt Walsh.
What's especially embarrassing about this is that if Burr actually cared about comedy and satire, there's a lot of material that he could be working with. It wouldn't make the political elites of Los Angeles very happy to hear it, but that's the whole point.
Are you sure you really want to say that? Because I could say the exact same about you, buddy. Like, there's so much material on the right that you could go after, but you don't because it would displease the elites on your side. Donald Trump, during COVID, said we should explore injecting bleach into our bodies to fight the virus. When a hurricane was bearing down on the eastern seaboard, he took out a Sharpie to draw a fake path for that hurricane. Why don't you go put on your Spelunker headlight and go mine that for comedy? But you don't because you're not a comedian. And they're wrong in saying that Bill Burr is some like shill for the establishment. Here he is going after Bill Maher on Israel.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the terrorists.
They were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause.
I'm on the side of the kids.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who was actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
That is not the establishment position, buddy. That's just him calling it like he sees it. And honestly, if you just want to say he's some dumb comedian, you guys say that about Joe Rogan all the time. And you give him a pass for it. But you're not giving Bill Burr a pass for it because you're so touchy about your own goddamn positions that you're going to shoot the jester. And for people who profess themselves to be such alphas, not being able to take a joke is some beta.
There's no real punchline there. There's no setup. There's no humor of any kind. He's just mocking the idea that normal people could possibly be qualified to judge or even notice outrageous incompetence in the leadership class.
Yeah, okay, lumberjack off. Bill Burr isn't saying that people are incompetent and unable to notice mismanagement. What he's saying is there are a bunch of out there who spread misinformation and thought they were experts. We already saw Vinny do it. Here's some more examples. The city burned because there were lesbians. Jews caused the problem. By the way, even More Perfect Union took this stuff down. Or like the 50 different lies Trump told about like fish and getting our water from the Sierra Nevadas, or that FEMA was out of money even though FEMA had billions of dollars. But Matt Walsh can't acknowledge that. None of them can acknowledge that because their entire job is to build up this fan base of people who will blame it on globalists. And then you deny that there's anybody who might be remotely shitty in your audience who are like totally vibing with this.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
And they get mad when we're like, yo, that guy seems like a Nazi, and these guys seem kind of racist. Meanwhile, guess who they blame Bill Burr's positions on? You're never gonna guess.
And then I tried to realize it, like, how does somebody who's, to me, one of the top 10 comedians of all time, where's this shift? Where does this, you believing the internet, and to say that it was a great job, then I realized, think about the household. His wife, you guys remember his wife?
Bill being an idiot now for some reason. I think it has to do with his wife.
Such a pussycat. Henpecked into cuckoldry by his domineering overlord of a wife, LaFonda. I mean, Nia.
Oh, he's got a black wife, so he must have contracted the woke mind virus sexually. These guys are the worst. We'll end it with Vinny and his absolute, like, impressive lack of logical reasoning.
Nia Renee Hill. She was at a UFC match. She got great seats because of probably Dana White and the Joe Rogan relationship. She's sitting behind the president of the United States, who's very close with Donald Trump, and she's flipping the bird. Look at Bill Burr's face and look at her flipping the bird. And then in my head, Tom, I'm like, what would make somebody have this much hate?
He eliminated the woman's right to choose, unconstitutionally trying to ban citizenship of people who are born in this country. His fake electors scheme to overturn democracy as we know it. I don't know, it's a very lot of reasons. But why do you think she has so much hate?
Emerson College. She went to Emerson. What kind of school is Emerson?
It's a very liberal college.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those. Okay.
He's so dumb. I like him against all odds, but he's so stupid. He thinks that she should not flip off this total piece of because in Vinny's mind, Dana White got her good seats. Okay. Anyways, make jokes, not war. Bye.